Hi, thank you for joining me today for May I Scraplift You, and today I am scraplifting Katka Loves Paper, who is on Instagram, and this is the layout in the top right hand corner that I've chosen from her, and I'm going to stick fairly close to her layout while I scraplift. I think I'm actually using the same stencil that she did as well. This is a Vicky Boutin stencil, and I'm using the Vicky Boutin texture paste to push through the stencil. I'm going to stencil right the way across to the right hand side, well almost right the way across. I leave a bit of a gap and then I shall have to leave that to dry. The photos that I'm documenting are of my children back in 2016 when we went to Limdam for a birthday treat, and it's them climbing around on the trees up there. So I just took some, I'm pretty sure I took 4x6 photos and then just trimmed them down to square photos. So where Katka's got one on her layout, I've chosen to document two. So I'm using my Scattered Straw Distress Oxide ink to create that yellow section that Katka has underneath her photo. Looking at the layout now, I didn't really take the yellow quite far enough over to the right. I should have gone a bit further with having the two photos, but I still love the effect that I've got there. So just watered down the ink and then just painting it over, just getting all that ink off the packaging there and making sure that it's all blended in and painted all over that texture paste, and then I shall leave that to dry. Didn't take long because there's not a lot of water on there. So now that's dry, I'm going to come in with my Spectrum Gardenia papers, and first of all I'm using this beautiful black and white stripe. I just love black and white stripes, so I can see me getting plenty of pieces of this paper. So creating the first layer to go up the top there, and then once that's done I shall come in with a pale blue. It matches the colours that are in the photos. Amelia's wearing a blue hoodie and James has got a navy blue hoodie on. So as I say, sticking pretty close to what Katka's done, just using different collection. I think she used the Vicky Boutin, not sure which one actually, one of the Vicky Boutin collections. So just ruffling up those edges, and then I can get those layers stuck down at the top, and then I'll have to do the same at the bottom. So almost there now. Just checking that I'm happy that enough of the blue peeks through and that the photo positioning is okay. And then I can get it stuck down, and just using my wet glue for ease. Going in with the top piece first of all and making sure that it's right up to the top of the paper, and then just lifting up that bottom one and popping the glue underneath. And I want to offset the photos, as you can see there. So just checking that I'm happy, and then I'm coming in with my Stix 225mm foam pads. I love these, make it nice and easy to mount things, I should say, not matte. My goodness. And that's the photos down. So I found this leaf from the ephemera pack, and I thought that would look really nice as they're both climbing a tree. So I'm using that as my little embellishment there on the right hand side. And now I'm going in with the bottom pieces. And I just wanted to have the white exposed on this torn edge, so I'm just re-tearing it to go down the bottom there. And then I shall check to see how much of the blue you can see. And that looks fine to me. Just taking it down a little bit, it was going up a little bit too much there. So again, gluing these both down with my wet glue. Decide that I want to rough up the edges a little bit with my edge distresser on this stripy one. And that's that down. So getting that vine stuck in place, and then I can carry on with the rest of it. So next I'm going through some of the embellishments to work out what to put where. The black Let's Make Today Magic is from the laser cut pieces, and that Nothing But Blue Skies is from the ephemera pack, as is that circle that says Memorable Moments, the black circle that I put at the bottom. So now I'm going in with the title, and very similar to Katka's, I'm using hey as the first word, but you too as the second bit. So I pulled out a Jelly Bean Soup craft alphabet from a long time ago to do the hey, and then you too is from some Lily Bee alphabets, again a very old stash that I had, and it just worked, so that's why I've done that. So just sticking those two subtitles, if you like, down there, and then I'm going to look at how I'm going to embellish around. So first of all, bringing in one of our fabric canvas flares that says happy, and I've added that to the bottom cluster. And now looking at the laser cut ephemera to see what I can add from that, and I see that little green heart that looks like a button. Those two butterflies are from the ephemera pack, and then this little strip that's going across the bottom is again from the laser cut ephemera pieces. So just gluing those butterflies down just on the bodies so that the wings can flap free. And then adding these other bits and pieces down at the bottom here. So gluing the ring down. And then I decide I want a nest of thread underneath that flare badge, so it just brings the yellow down to the bottom there. So just a big tangle of yellow cotton going underneath that flare. And now I'm coming in with some of my older stash. These little enamel hearts are from my stash, and then the Ellie Studio puffy hearts. I'm just picking out the colours that go with this collection, so the yellows and greens to go up the top there. Getting that button stuck down before I carry on. Little yellow one at the bottom there, and then a green one at the top here. Now I'm going in with some of the beautiful embroidered flowers that we do at Hey Little Magpie in our bits and pieces packs. So just again a yellow and a cream one with an orange centre. And then another one going at the bottom there, one of the peachy coloured ones. Just building up these clusters as I go. Next, this is one of the fabric labels that we've got, the boho floral ones, and I decided another puffy at the top there. And then I remember that I want to add some inking at the bottom here, so just coming in retrospectively with a little bit of that scattered straw again, watering it down and just brushing it around that bottom cluster. Adding a few splatters as well. So next, coming in with the Hey Little Magpie printables. This is the Gardenia printables, obviously designed to go with this collection. So I just wanted a label to tuck in the left-hand side of that first photo, just to be able to add my date. So just trimming off the excess card. And that's going to go in there. So coming in with my roller date stamp to add that date, which was 8th of October 2016. Still remember this like it was yesterday. It's hard to believe that that's nearly 7 years ago now. So now using my 1-inch circle punch to punch out some of the other bits from the printables. First of all, this little chevron piece, and I'm going to add an epoxy flare to that to make it into an epoxy flare. So just gluing that down in that bottom cluster. And then I wanted to bring a bit more of the black in, so I'm going to use this captured piece at the top left-hand corner there. Sorry, bottom left-hand corner. It's because it's at the top of the page. And I'm just leaving that as is without any epoxy on. So now coming in with some splatters with my gold ink. And that's more or less it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do check the description box down below. I'll add Katka's details for Instagram and the playlist for everybody else who's joining in on this wonderful hop organised by Crystal Barrett. And I shall see you again very soon. Thanks so much. Bye.